Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to RenoSifus. Of course, it's our first episode. My name is Rafiq Abdul, and we are all from Pink Solutions.
Hi, I'm Yusri.
Rijal.
What the hell?
From Pink Solutions.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. So today we are going to talk about how to calculate your renovation cost. So there are a few things that you need to do and establish. Firstly, well, from our end, we need to know exactly what type of unit we're talking about, whether it's a HDB home, a 3-room flat, 5-room flat, or is it a condominium, or is it a landed property or commercial space. Whatever it is, we need to know first exactly which property unit it is, right? So here's the first few things that you need to take note of, because these are all costs which are going to be involved in planning your renovation cost. First and foremost will be hacking, right? So I'm going to plot this down. So you see what hacking is all about. Please tell us, what is hacking?
Hacking basically demolition work, right? Demolition work, there's many demolition work. Example, if you're doing your kitchen, you're basically hacking your wall tiles, your floor tiles, kitchen cabinets, sink concrete supports, same goes to toilets, the floor and the walls. Then we go to the living room, whether do you need to hack the living room floorings, or you need to hack any walls, right? Or we need to hack maybe the existing false ceiling, carpentry works.
So just hacking alone, it seems to be quite a lot. So it depends.
Yes.
So your whole budget depends on how much of hacking work needs to be done at your premises, right? Whether it's commercial or whether it's residential, it doesn't matter. It remains the same as well. Of course, commercial units cost will be different than the residential units, because there's a lot of things that needs to be done in the commercial area. But we're talking about basically in this episode, we're talking about residential unit, right? Okay, so and the next we're going to talk about masonry work, right? Masonry work. So what is masonry? I mean, hacking is pretty straightforward, right? But we know in the interior design or world, or the renovation world, they keep using this word masonry. All right, we don't use the word masonry often, but what does masonry means?
Masonry is basically is wet works, right? Wet works, what we mean by wet works, basically works that required cement. They call it cement. Another term is also cement works.
Okay.
Like installing of wall tiles, floor tiles, or cement screeding. These are all related.
I know. Do you know, right? Do you know? Yeah.
What?
Brickworks.
Brickworks.
Brick.
Constructing of erection of walls.
Brick was bricks. There's bricks in Singapore.
Brick.
Not that bricks. So brickworks, right?
Brickworks.
Okay, so that is typically masonry, right?
Yes.
So that's number 2. The first one, remember, is hacking work. Number 2 will be masonry work. Number 3, we're going to talk about carpentry. Carpentry. So this is pretty much straightforward. Carpentry works that needs at your premises. This is, I think, will be the bulk of the cost in the renovation. Is that true?
Yeah. Not necessarily is the bulk of the cost. It's actually the masonry work is the bulk of the cost.
Also quite a lot.
The demolition and masonry is basically bulk of the cost. It depends. Depends if carpentry work can be bulk of the cost if you don't do any demolition or masonry
So
work.
it goes case by case,
Yeah.
case by case. So again, we're gonna go on detail on individual areas in hacking, in masonry, in carpentry, and others areas in our other episodes. But for now, it's just the gist of it, of what typically you need to consider for your costing when you wanna do your calculation in doing renovation for your home, whether it's a brand new home or it's your current home that you are planning to redo the entire unit, and so on and so forth. Right? And then the fourth one, we're going to talk about ceiling and partition. Right? So, what is ceiling and partition?
Ceiling and partition. Ceiling basically is like constructing of light box, let's call it cove lights.
Cove lights, yes,
You know,
yes.
I mentioned false ceiling, right? False ceiling.
You did.
Yes, or boxing up of pipings.
What is an L box?
L box is basically just a straight L shape box up. Which it also depends on the depth of the L box. Some goes to like 300 mm, someone 400 mm, or 450 or 600 mm. So it depends on the client preference lah.
So we need to take that into consideration
Yes,
as well. Or
correct.
whatever. I mean, is cornices a part of this as well?
Simple cornices.
Simple cornices,
yes.
I'm not sure about cornices, but is it still a trend now?
Still a trend, depend on the concept, theme that
Cornices. My mom used to use that cornices at home. I think previously everyone used cornices and rock stone. In case you have no idea what rock stone is all about, it's a hard surface.
Yeah. But nowadays, seldom that people do rock stones.
No more rock stones, babe. Now it's rock and roll. So
Now it's plain smooth plastering.
that's right. I mean, it won't hurt you. The rock stone you can hurt you by the side, right? And then we have other things as well that you need to take note of. So these are the 4 areas: hacking, masonry, carpentry, and partition, and ceiling and partitions and all that. And then we also have number 5. We need to take note as well. Plumbing works, right? Plumbing works, and then you have also electrical works. So I'm just going to write down first before we go in depth into what is this all about. And then you have painting works, and then you also have cleaning and polishing. Right, cleaning and polishing. Okay, so let's go on the first one, which is plumbing work. So I think it's pretty much straightforward. Whatever plumbing works that you need. Typically, it will be in the bathrooms and in the kitchen as well. So these are the 2 main areas that you probably need. Unless we do have some unique homes that probably have some plumbing works in the living room. Right?
Balcony.
Or
maybe,
balcony,
seldom that
Maybe you want to wash your birds at the, I mean, not your birds, but birds as in birds, right? The balcony and all that. And then we also have the electrical works. This could be quite tedious. And you need to plan this out properly, because all this, rewiring, all that kind of stuff are also cost to you. So it's better that you get the right ID company so that they can map out for you the exact location of each electrical sockets and all that. With now every home probably has more than one phone, so everybody wants to charge their phone and so on. So got to take that into consideration, your laptop use, your TV use, and so on and so forth. So that's electrical for you.
Yes, it also depends also, because electrical got 2 types. One is a concealed work and one is a non-concealed work.
Non-concealed meaning exposed, right?
Exposed. So basically, a proper planning will be better, because so that you won't have so many trunkings running unnecessarily.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want it, to look after all the renovation is being done and then a lot of things are exposed. I mean, you can expose yourself at home, but if you have trunkings exposed, not a good idea for you to do that. And then we have painting works, right? So painting, again, depends on the color scheme that you have, the theme of your design of your renovation. So we have Mediterranean, we have what else do we have? We have industrial, we have traditional. There's all kinds of themes. So it all depends on what kind of color tones you have, double tone, triple tones, whatever tones.
And it's very important for painting, because the color that you're going to choose. Okay, because most of the time they have a specific concept, but when they done everything, the masonry work, the carpentry, following that concept, by the end of the day, the painting work is off.
That's right.
So you will just turn out, away from the concept.
That's true.
So that's why you need an ID. Right? We actually propose.
Right.
What the color codes.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
You're right. Anyway.
And also nowadays most people also use wallpaper.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a trend now. It
Wallpaper,
seems to be a trend. I love
yeah.
wallpapers. I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty nice. Wallpaper and bricks are my thing. I don't know about you, but I kind of like
There's
it.
brick behind.
There you go, the bricks. I love this bricks. It's beautiful, it's
Bricks.
outstanding, and I just purely love it. And of course, we normally you end it with cleaning and polishing of the units, right? We have a team of people who are going to come in and make sure everything is spick and span and beautiful, so that when you move in, it's all just nice. Better still, if you can decontaminate your whole house before you step in. It smells great. It'll be good for your home at the same time as well. And finally, before we end this first episode of RenoSifus, so here's the final thing, which is hidden costs. I've always seen this, in quotations and all that. There are hidden costs most of the time. So how do we avoid having this hidden cost?
Now, most hidden costs comes from electrical works. Now, usually when you get quotations from contractors, or even they claim to be an ID firm, they do not provide quotation for electrical works. They will tell you, okay, we'll put into that later. Now, if you are an ID, you will anticipate how much electrical works they have. You plan such that you will probably know more or less how much power points, how much lighting that they would need. Now, it may not be exact, but at least you give them a figure to hold on to, you see. So if there's any variation on site, it will be nominal. So this is the number one hidden cost that we're looking at.
Right, so take note of that, guys. This hidden cost could cost you a few $1,000s as well. So as much as possible, try to avoid it. Make sure which ID company that you engage, make sure they are pretty much transparent. Because if they're not transparent, your renovation costs, could end up not the price that you actually like. We are here at RenoSifus to actually share with you some of the values of selecting the right ID company. Of course, we will definitely promote our own company called Pink Solutions, but that's besides the point. We're just here to give you much value. You can contact any one of us. My name is Rafiq Abdul. This is Yusri Osman, and that's Rijal Jamil. We're the three magnificent guys here in Singapore. We call ourselves the RenoSifus. So until then, watch out for us. We have our three, and you can look out for us on Facebook, which is RenoSifus. We have on Instagram Reno_Sifus, and of course we have our YouTube channel called RenoSifus. 3 channels for you to look out for us, and we're gonna keep on adding much value for each and every one of you. So remember to tune in for our next episode on RenoSifus. Till then, until then, from all of us right here from RenoSifus, take care and have an awesome day ahead.